Hello, friends. Welcome back to Flavors and Knowledge. I'm your host, Chef Walter Potenza. Today we talk about fall and winter soups. With the onset of the fall and the winter, a comforting bowl of soup can be a treat to all senses. However, avoiding common mistakes that may lead to unfavorable outcome is really crucial. In this podcast, I'm going to list about 10 mistakes to avoid when preparing the soups for this time of season. Acknowledging that the quality of ingredients used in making soup can significantly impact the final product is really crucial. Additionally, the choice of a cooking vessel and heat source should be appropriate for the type of soups to ensure the flavors are adequately developed. And lastly, it is essential to balance the ingredients to avoid any one flavor from overpowering the others. Furthermore, it is really crucial to take care of the consistency of the soup, as a lumpy or watery soup can be unappetizing, and additionally the timing of adding ingredients such as vegetables, herbs, and spices should always be precise to ensure that the flavors are optimally developed. It is important to remember that overcooking can lead to losing essential nutrients and, of course, its flavors. Finally, the presentation of the soup can significantly affect the overall experience. Therefore, it is essential to choose the right garnish, the bowl, and the serving temperature to enhance the visual appeal and the flavor of the dish that you intend to prepare. One of the most common mistakes in soup making is not paying attention to the proper preparation work. It is crucial to wash, peel, chop, and measure all the ingredients before cooking to really save time and to prevent personal stress. Overcooking ingredients, especially vegetables, can produce a mushy and unappetizing texture. Each ingredient adds its own ideal cooking time, and it is best to add them to the pot in the correct order, starting with the more challenging ingredients, let's say root vegetables, and adding the delicate greens near the end so that you can maintain the crispness and the flavor. The techniques of sautéing aromatics in oil or butter before adding liquid can enhance the soup's flavor. The step facilitates the release of the essential oils that are present within these ingredients, thereby intensifying the overall taste of your finished product. The cornerstone of most soup is the broth or stock, and using a low quality or a bland variant can lead to unsatisfactory outcomes. Employing high-quality commercial options or preparing homemade stock is recommended to ensure optimal result. And infusing the broth with herbs or vegetables is another viable approach to heighten the soup's flavor and its profile. Seasoning is crucial in soup making, but it is vital to note that adding too much salt or other seasonings early on can lead to a novelty salt or unbalanced final product. It is best to start with minimal seasoning and adjust as you go, tasting the soup periodically to achieve the perfect balance that you're looking for. And to create a complex and a flavorful soup, you need to build the layers of taste by adding ingredients at different stages of cooking. For instance, adding fresh herbs or spices near the end of the cooking process can intensify the flavors and aromas. Texture is a crucial aspect of soup, and it is important to incorporate pureed and chunky components to satisfy different preferences. Pureeing a portion of the soup and combining it with the chunky parts can create an harmonious texture. Overcrowding the pot with too many ingredients can possibly result in uneven cooking and dilution of flavor. Therefore, ensuring enough space in your pot for all the ingredients when they are cooking appropriately, it is important. So mingle them in a perfect order. Lastly, garnishes can take your soup to the next level. Adding, for instance, fresh herbs, grated cheese, croutons, or perhaps a dollop of sour cream enhances the presentation and flavor of the soup. Patience is a virtue, as you know, when it comes to soup making, and rushing the cooking process can lead to undercooked or unevenly cooked ingredients. Therefore, giving the soup enough time to simmer and develop its full flavor is always recommended. And in conclusion, dear listeners, fall and winter soups can provide a delightful way to warm up during the colder months. Avoiding the common mistakes mentioned above when making your soup will help ensure that your creations are delicious and deeply satisfying. You can create soups that your family and friends and colleagues will cherish throughout the season with the proper preparation, attention to texture and flavor, and most of all, lots of patience. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on Flavors and Knowledge about the fall and the winter soups and some of the mistakes to avoid. Check back with us on the next round as we bring into you additional lessons, suggestions, and tips here on our podcast. In the meantime, eat well and stay safe. We'll chat next time. Ciao, ciao.
Flavors and Knowledge is brought to you by Chef Walter's Cooking School in Cranston, Rhode Island. For classes, workshops, events, and programs, please visit our website at chefwalterscookingschool.com. For all other services offered by Chef Walter's Food Group, check out our main website, chefwalter.com.